Hey, Paul.
We all stand here today in unity, not for a single cause, but for a united one. Today, we represent Indian farmers in support of their protests. Today, we stand shoulder to shoulder, and today, we condemn the actions of the Indian government and urge them to repeal the 3 ordinances. No farmers, no food, and save the farmers are commonly cited signs here today. This is a peaceful rally and should serve a loud and clear message to the Indian government. This is not a request, but a declaration. Repeal the 3 ordinances. The protests in India are patient and long-withstanding. Farmers all across the nation are representing their voices and fighting for justice. Not only are they speaking up with relentless courage, but with fierce compassion. As Sikhs, we use Bhai Kanhaiya Ji as an example. He fed and cared for his enemies and lived by Sikh values. Farmers today are displaying the same values by feeding the very officers that fired tear gas and water cannons at them. Farmers are the soul of every nation, and as representatives of humanity, we must protect our souls. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Over the past few weeks, tens of thousands of Indian farmers have made their way to the capital to protest new agriculture ordinances that threaten their livelihoods. In response to these large-scale protests, the Indian government has replied with force. And though there has been discussion, it has led to nothing. The protesters have not been heard, the farmers have been ignored, and the demand for change has been met with nothing but silence. This should come to no surprise to anyone familiar with Sikh history and its teachings. Protesting is not, and it has never been, a new concept for Sikhs. Rather, it permeates throughout Sikh history, both past and present. When Babur invaded India and massacred hundreds of innocent people, Guru Nanak Dev Ji was the only one who stood against him. The same concept of fearlessness and intolerance to injustice is echoed in the roots and beginnings of our faith and our history. When the Kashmiri Brahmins told Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji that Emperor Aurangzeb was persecuting them, Guruji protested on their behalf. The Gurus taught their Sikhs to live similarly, with the belief that Julam karna